Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press. Here, it's Tuesday, April 18th, 2023. We're here in Lower Manhattan. We're covering the Southern District of New York Courthouse, which is behind me. Also the MCC, which sits empty behind me, where Jeffrey Epstein died and a lot of other things took place. Over here, we've got One Police Plaza. Why are we bringing these things together? Well, let's get to it, as they say. Yesterday, in the Miles Guo Wengui case, his chief of staff, Yvette Wang, she's still detained, but they'd said that they found her phone hidden in her apartment, and they've now had to admit that that did not take place. It did not take place, and they've admitted it in a letter. And so her lawyer, Mr. Lipman, said she needs to be released right away. We'll see what the government's response is to that today. There was also an announcement across the river in EDNY about a illegal police CCP police station on 107 East Broadway, not far from here. Not far from here. The UN, of course, had nothing to say about it, even though people from the Chinese consulate, which is the same as the Chinese mission, there on First Avenue, were coming to this illegal police station to track down dissidents. Well, isn't that interesting? We're going to stay on this international theme. Among the leaks by Jack Teixeira, not only about the Ukraine war, also about Antonio Guterres. Antonio Guterres, the Secretary General of the United Nations, very close to Russia. That's what comes out. Very mad at having to go to Kyiv, having to actually go out and do his job. His deputy, even worse, calling the current president of Kenya ruthless and that she didn't trust him. Well, it has emerged that that the U.S. FISA law, the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, this wasn't just spying. There's a warrant for Antonio Guterres. Now, some might say, well, they needed it because Dujarric is an American, but the reality is when there's a warrant for Antonio Guterres, you might want to watch out because maybe there should be now an arrest. Now, there's a lot of diplomatic issues around arresting a Secretary General. I will say the man has concealed his links to the China Energy Fund Committee, which is a convicted Chinese bribery firm. In any event, Inner City Press, we're back on the case. We're covering two trials. One is Cortorreal, we covered it yesterday, and one we're going to cover right now at 9:30. So signing off, innercitypress.com.